Welcome back. In the previous part, once again, chickens. Fresh eggs. That didn't take too long, So yes, in the previous part, we did some stuff with sheep. That sounds dodgy. And now we're doing stuff with chickens. Getting more and more dodgy, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, we're doing the rounds. Let's go into this completely ordinary bar. The commander had a real scary look on his face. I wonder if there's something going on again. Again? As it is, we don't get many guests these days. If rumors of this earthquake spread, we might really charge head first into an age of winter. Maybe I should just hibernate. I don't trust this guy, he seems strange. Man, it's been crazy. Even the Sanctime Gate had an earthquake. Them going on for this long, it can't be just a coincidence. That suspicious guy I saw, and the constant earthquakes. Feels like something's gonna happen. It does. Hello. Don't know what that was. Not got anything running, so it's like, what? He's asleep again. Nothing to report. Dear oh dear. Hey, Braces, good work the other day. I like you, Pace. Not like that Dale. It doesn't seem like there was any significant damage to the Sanctime Gate. Still, the fact that they've gone on this long is kind of disturbing. Doesn't seem like there was any severe damage. It is very disturbing. Not that Dale would care. Seems there was an earthquake even at the Sanctime Gate. Might be another one here. We'll have to ensure we don't let our guard down. What's that? What was that? Need to be sure to not let our guard down and strengthen security. Just that little bit more. I was like, oh yeah, and that. I forgot about that bit. Like, Okay, so now we want to head to Elmo, which isn't too far away, is it? Just have to go through here. We still need to go to the tower, but I'm imagining we're going to the tower at some point in the story. It's like, almost feels like it's pointless going to explore it now. Like, I know there's not any secret quest around or anything like that. Unless there is at this point, I haven't actually checked. I should do that after we finish our rounds. Just double check. So that thing is sort of like, it updates as it goes, so it's sort of like, and I don't want to read ahead, because even like these side quests may ruin it for me, but I don't want to miss any of the optional ones and stuff like that, so it's sort of like, gotta be careful what I'm reading. Being very, very ultra careful, as you can imagine. You know how my brain goes weird. Right. Because of the problem with the springs, the store's been mostly empty. I've just been reading the Liberl news to pass time. Read that the non-aggression pact signing will be at the Royal Villa. It's got nothing to do with commoners like us, but it's interesting enough to know. Read that the non-aggression pact... What was the second one? Yeah, it's the shame. It's the shame. Eat this, but a barrage. Bang, 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 bang. Next. Just like how they parted. It's time for my body split craft. Aha, can you see through the illusion? Here we go. So technique 8-leaf blitz. Strange thing. So it's like, how many people have we met now that, like, seems to be this part of this 8-blade thing we've had? Oh, what was his name? We got Sid, obviously, Cassius, Annalise, and now we've got Lucky. Not yet. Is it just those? Oh, of course. Alan Richard. So how many is that? How many of those actually count, though? I mean, Lucky obviously doesn't count. Obviously. So we got Annalise. So we've got Reen, Annalise. It's 5, isn't it? I'm just going through my head. It's like, it's 5, isn't it? Oh, what a grand feat of leaping. Oh, how amusing. Again, how many of those actually count? Oh, what a grand feat of leaping. Oh, how amusing. Yes. Can you let me through, guys? Jeez. My daughter's finally started working. Yes, it may be true that it's a simple part-time job at the inn, but it's better than having her lying about the house. think my daughter's been working a side job at the inn. Hope she's taking it seriously. Hopefully she doesn't run into any faults. There's something just ran behind my house in a real hurry. What was that anyway? Like a monster, but maybe I imagined it? Sure, you're fine. The door is locked. Le ghetto is locked. That's like 6 accents combined together there. Apparently there was an earthquake in Zais a bit ago, if you can believe it. I've been here for ages, I can hardly remember a rumble in all that time. My, I've heard rumors about earthquakes cropping up all over the place, but imagine something like that being all that common in this region. I didn't have anything better to do, so I got a part-time job here cleaning, but all our customers are so old that it's hard to get excited about work. Nice if we had some real customers again, like Lord Olivier. Have anything better to do, so I got a part-time job. Customers are old, so it's hard to get excited about work. Like, jeez. Apparently, some monsters wandered into the outdoor bath. I wonder if the rumors about the Beeping Tom were actually just the monsters. Really, what troublemakers. Apparently some monsters. I wonder if the rumors about the monster troublemakers. Right, let's see about the faults here. The faults. It's really hard to put delicious food into words. The mouth can just appreciate it better than the eyes, you know? The more delicious a thing, the harder it is to put into words. What more even needs to be said aside from delicious? So today I'm going to be writing an article on Eastern cooking. Hope I can come up with something good. I mean, you should just write that, where it's like how I was going to describe it other than delicious. Like, that would go one. I mean, that kind of review would be like, that's spot on. Lately, my daughter, Rissia, has been helping out around the inn. She's cleaning the rooms right now, but in the future, I'd like her to help me out in the kitchen. Rissia's got the palate of a chef. Is what I'd expect from a daughter of mine. Of course, she's also inherited my slightly irresponsible nature, too. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Just have a little check, see if anyone's around. It's not like a chest or anything hidden here or anything, is there? I imagine not, but you know, you just gotta be sure these days, you know. What? No idea, no idea. Had to make a cut there at one point, by the way. It's like my Adobe Audition crashed. Just worrying, because that's recording my commentary, so it's sort of like, it's a good job I tell it to do backup saves of all my audio files every 5 minutes. So, you know, not lost too much. It's that sort of thing. So always make sure you enable autosaves on such things. I will say that. Because it's like, yeah, this is why I don't use the normal Elgato software, by the way. I use OBS. Because of how it saves the files. It's basically a case of it has a backup constantly. Whereas if I use the Elgato normal recording software, it doesn't actually do that. Because of the file types. And I'm not going into it, but it's like, yeah. I was making sure I've got stuff recorded and I can always recover. Like I may have to re-record like a 5-minute chunk or something like that. But it's like, yeah. I'd sooner do that than have to re-record like 5 hours work, you know. It's much nicer that way, you might say. Ah, Tita, you helping Russell today? Yeah, pretty much, but my name's Russell, so you technically just asked if I was asking myself, but yes. I'm setting up some newly developed measuring equipment. I see, so that's important. And you're the only one who can keep up with the professor, so I guess there's no stopping you. Helping the professor sounds really hard, but my sister could never do it. I'm 120% sure. It can't be. It's not possible to do that. It's not possible to be more than 100%. I like how that always actually attracts people going like, no, actually you can have more than 100%. Because what that means is it's like, every time. Welcome, guest. Thinking that another earthquake might come is totally distracting. The manager seems pretty happy for some reason, though. Thinking that another earthquake might come is totally distracting. It seems pretty happy for some reason, though. One of our employees, Emma, is so scared of the earthquakes that she's completely lost her energy. Still, being a little scared might just be best. She normally has far too much energy after all. Oh dear. Calm and quiet like today is far better than the normal Emma. I like the normal Emma. After all, usually she's practically screaming greetings at the guests and scaring them. I like that Emma. It's one of the features about this hotel that I remember. About that here, you're just generic hotel. Like what's the unique selling point? What's the USP of this hotel now? Nothing. You've lost that. Rubbish. Other than the fact you're the only hotel in town, so it didn't really matter regardless, so... yeah. Phew. Got to everything in time. All the dishware is safe. And it's all thanks to keeping it in order. Our boss just piles up huge towers of plates. If he leaves them like that, they're gonna be dust next time an earthquake hits. Yeah, always put them in a cupboard. So old man Randall's granddaughter's old enough to be off at work, huh? Who am I to talk? Looks like I've got an old too. Wonder when that happened. Time just keeps on moving. My granddaughter's off working at the central factory. Can't help but worry whether she's doing okay or not. Well, my granddaughter isn't the type to worry about the little things. She's tough. I'm sure she'll survive. But what if she won't? Dum dum dum. Dead. In a bit, I'll be escorting another freight vehicle. Lately, there have been a whole lot of dangerous monsters on the roads. This kind of job has gotten pretty stressful. Anyway, before I head off, I'm gonna get something to eat over at the Forgle. After all, a round-trip escort mission can take a long time. Especially the way things are these days. In a bit, I'll be escorting another freight vehicle, open exports are as steady as always. I hear Bruno complaining sometimes that he's so busy he can hardly stand it. I came shopping at my father's request, but all my father said was to go buy what looks delicious. Do you think that's a ridiculous order? The heck am I supposed to know which is the good stuff and what's not? Well, I would say, I'm trying to think how to phrase it. It's like, look for the faults? There's gotta be something there where it's basically like, look at faults' review, but say it in a way that sounds like you're saying it's a fault. You know, I'll let you try and work that out. See what you come up with. My father told me to go buy what looks delicious, and which apples are supposed to look delicious. Never get golden delicious. It's called golden delicious, but they're rubbish. Just telling you. This is a terrible apple. A terrible, terrible apple. You want a gala. It's not exactly common knowledge, but actually, even in the earth, there's power like orbital energy flowing. It's a phenomenon caused by power flowing through veins of Septune ore, you see. The scale is absolutely different, but the basic concept is the same as the quartz in an orbment. Nature truly is a mysterious thing. Yes, and that's this kind of thing is playing on my mind constantly. Like I said, this is what we're doing here. See, even in the earth, there's power like orbital energy flowing. Fascinating, huh? Nature truly is a mysterious thing. Is that sort of like thing of like, where's it coming from? Like it's there, yeah, sure, but where is it coming from? And that's where I've got suspicions going on. But like, there's been several people who've been like, are you thinking along the lines of Tales of Symphonia? Yes. Yes, I am. Man, oh man, am I busy. As always, people willing to fight over Zais' orbments. Really ain't got time to sit and think about earthquakes, no matter how rare they are. Alright, back to work. Alright, back to work. Okay, so we've been in the hotel, let's head into the shop. Before we opened, my wife and I fought a bit over where to set up the store. But after the central factory got attacked, we spent some time really talking things over. The two of us are really committed to running a store both of us could love. Factory getting attacked is still a nasty memory, but thanks to that, we were able to recall how we felt when we started this business. That's cool. Data! Let's play pretend quakes. Come on, pretend quakes. Pretend earthquakes? You imitate an earthquake? Yep, like this. It's a quake. Kid's awesome. Hey, pretend quake is fun, huh? Run! I like that kid. She's like, yeah. Hey, Tito, welcome. Seems you've got a bunch of people with you. Are they the professor's assistants too? No, not exactly, but they are helping with some research. They're helping out Knowles? Yes, I'm a very grown-up person here. I just finished picking up some stuff that got knocked over by the earthquake. But if the professor's researching them, then I'm sure these earthquakes will be solved, no problem. Hope you got a new invention up your sleeves to deal with these earthquakes. Wishing you luck with it, tutor. See you later. Yeah, see you at Sunday school. I don't know what you mean. I'm a grown adult. How dare you? He's playing grown up. Once you're done returning the measuring equipment, head to the central factory next. The professor should be on the 5th floor in the operations room. I'll go do the rounds first. There she is. We'll see how she's doing. Oh, hey guys. Anything I can help with? Nope. I'll stay here for a bit then. If you need me for anything, don't hesitate to ask. Just sit here staring at the bottle. So lonely. Like, oh, poor Chloe. It's like, can we not just bring her along as like a guest? That's the bit that gets me. Like, can we not just bring her along? Like, not have her in the party. Just be there. Don't get the latest weapons at the weapons shop, huh? New models to them. I mean, stuff that hasn't been vetted as much as older stock. Can't really trust it to be reliable. All kinds of problems you only really learn about it after using something extensively. The latest weapons at the weapons shop I run. Argued a lot over our stock with the youngest staff. And to their credit, they understand. They finally agree with me. After I promised I would reduce their wages, they definitely agreed with me. Oh, Tita, how about it? Is my daughter really working? No. Yeah, it seems like Muriel's working pretty hard, in fact. He's always running around. Huh, that's a surprise. I thought she'd be the laziest worker there. And that girl to work hard, kind of a shock. Someone finally lit a fire under her butt. Oh my. I didn't think I'd see the day my daughter would go to work at the central factory. Her motives for joining are suspicious, but right now I just want to see her work hard and make a name for herself. When I get some time in between work, I want to go and say hello to everyone at the central factory. Hello and maybe... sorry. I assume my daughter is causing everyone all manner of trouble. I'd imagine not. Like, based on what we've seen, like, no, everything seems fine. Right, so that's before we head to the central factory. Still finish off here, obviously, Zais. Chapel. Seems like there's a lot of people in the church now. Guess the earthquake was a shock to everyone. Now then, before I go back to work, I should really pray extra hard this time. May no earthquakes come, may no earthquakes come, may no earthquakes come. Okay. Our Vixen's medicine is very effective. My shoulder pain's gotten a lot better. I should play with everything I've got today. Gotta ask Adios to put an end to these earthquakes. Well, if it isn't little Tita. Up in the professor again? Ah, yes. I'm just placing a couple of instruments. Very good. Sure to come to Sunday school now. Everyone's more motivated when you're around. Yeah, okay. Best of luck to you in your work. You have need of answers, come by any time. Dispensing medicine is an important duty of the church. First I had some reservations, but now I truly believe he is doing the work of the goddess. Personally, I do what I do solely for the sake of the people. Do not seek to win favors with the goddess. I think Father Vixen's ideas are wonderful. Very well. Right, so let's check like the Sanctime Gate and stuff. Go see about Dale. Suppose. You know how he is. But just let me be. Jesus. Jesus. So first place would be... Batang. we'll be heading to Leuston. Leuston. Try and do it like that. Try to mimic like a sort of like a... What's the best way of putting it? It's like it's an area around here. It's like... So I'm trying to think like what the region's called. It's like northwest? I don't know. But anyway, here's like Leuston. Just weird that we can hear that. Wasn't that General Bright? What did you talk to him about? I've served for years and even I've never spoken to him. Damn it, I'm jealous. Yes, you're jealous of Estelle being able to speak to Bright. It's his daughter, dude. You talk to the General. Damn, I'm jealous. Dude, that's... We should let him know. See how he react. It's like, oh dear, be like, you what? The General's daughter? Gosh. Whew. I mean, gosh. Whew. Hey. Whew. That's what I imagine he would be. Very much like, you know. Okay, so let's head off to Dale's post. Yes. Dale. Chip and Dale. Rescue Rangers. Was really shaking a bit ago. Been a while since I feared for my life like that. Everyone at the gate's been crazy. Beam, head around. I think we've had these guys though, as a result of like where we were and stuff like that. See what Dale's got to say with his stupid bread that he's. Oh, you know how he is. Oh, did you still need something? I'm quite busy. Don't get in my way. I'll say we're done here. The best test of if we're done here is Anton. If he's on the ground still. Yeah. Okay. We've done this. We've done this. So let's actually head off to Erletten. So I want to leave the sort of like central factory and outside around it till the next part, because it feels like it's a good place to start the rounds but also carry on with the story, assuming we can. That's the plan anyway. See how it works out. I have no idea how long this part will be because of the whole Adobe Audition crashing. So it's like it's made my recordings go off and all my timers are off and all that type of thing. It's the only issue with stuff crashing. It's like I lose sense of the length of time of recordings and stuff like that. It's like, kind of needed to know that. I needed to know that it was important. Dun, 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 dun. It's that sort of like annoying feeling of like it messes up my schedule somewhat. Question is, did we go back to Erletten when we were here setting up the thingies though? I don't think we did we? The thingy that's making the noise, did we? Don't recall. I think I just went straight back. Need to check in on what's happening with Nyx though. Just watching the map like crazy. Nyx! We received several reports of earthquakes around Zais. Earthquakes don't typically happen in Liberl, so it's a little unsettling to hear about multiple ones in a row like that. The area around the Caldia Hills have a fairly stable base. That's why there are almost no earthquakes on record. Apparently there are earthquakes happening in Zais. To be honest, I hate earthquakes. When the entire land shakes, right? It's only natural to be freaked out. What was that? I didn't know we could do that. I hope they don't hit here. I didn't know we could do that. How do I close it? I didn't know we could do that. Seems like the earthquakes in Zais are still going on. Guess I should at least clear the glass bottles off the shelves, huh? Looks like earthquakes in Zais are still going on. What's on the shelves? Seems like the soldiers are all worked up. Wonder if something happened. Well, whatever, it's nothing to do with me. Should focus on my reading. Lately, Mori's been reading a lot of Liberl news a lot. Apparently she's Just been looking at the pictures and doesn't read the articles themselves. He's the exact opposite of me and my love of books. She hates the printed word. We read a lot of picture books together when we were kids. I wonder at what point it was that we diverged so much. Okay. Everyone's talking about the earthquakes in Zais, and we're getting rumors even all the way out here. Apparently it's pretty small, but it's kind of creepy. Must never get earthquakes in the kingdom. Ron's election and now the earthquakes in Zais. Kind of in the midpoint between those two things, but everything's quiet here. For now. The Liberl News shots are great. If I could take pictures like that, I'd have no complaints. It reminds me, the Liberl News had some shots of the guard post way back. Alright, I'll take enough not to lose to that. Apparently there was an earthquake even at the Sanctheim Gate. The Wolf thought this is the second military structure affected. I don't know why, but I've got a bad feeling. After the Wolf fought, it was the Sanctheim Gate, huh? I can't forget Zais either. Seems like there was an earthquake there, too. Do earthquakes even work like this? It's like they're being aimed or something. Yeah, exactly. It's like, as far as we know, it's all on it's like areas of populace. Best way of putting it, like cities, forts. It's like their locations rather than in the middle of nowhere. But like I said, it's like, who's going to be in the middle of nowhere to actually know that's happening? That's the only issue with that aspect. It's like, don't know. But anyway, we're going to end this part here, and I'm going to try and stitch together like the two bits of recording I've done. To make sure like we have like one cohesive part at least. It'll be when I'm coming down the stairs in Elmo. That's when I'm going to have to do it, because that's when I loaded the save from. So, we shall see you in the next part, when we finish off our rounds in Zais and actually go see the professor and carry on the story for a little bit. You know. So, ta-ta for now.